Hi, everybody. I'm Bubba Brewer, and I'm here to talk about some Steeler trade rumors. Will they trade him? Won't they trade him? Let's talk about it here on the Steeler Dynasty podcast. Welcome, everybody, to this little quick episode of some Steeler news that I just saw, and I wanted to get it out to you guys, see what you guys are thinking about it. There has been some speculation in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette that Demarvin Leal, that's right, the defensive lineman, Mr. Lear right here, could be trade opportunities for the Steelers to get rid of him, or do they keep him? It's going to be yes or no. He didn't have a very good year last year. He was scratched a lot. He just he's very young though, but he doesn't have any good. He's not good in the pass rush, guys. So do the Steelers trade him before the draft? Or do they trade him during the draft and get a sixth round pick, maybe a seventh round pick, or try to get something with him before they cut him at training camp because he hasn't had a good year last year and they just signed Dean Lowry, the Packers and Minnesota Vikings defensive lineman that came in camp? I don't know. I know the Steelers are not have a lot of depth at the defensive line. Mr. Loudermilk has not produced as much, so maybe he's on the block too. But as of right now, it's Lear that they're talking about. So do the Steelers trade him or don't they? I honestly feel that we need some depth. Since he had an off year, he was a little hurt. I don't know if the Steelers will trade him. I'm going to say probably not because we need some depth. We need some younger guys in there to, give Cam Hayward a spell. Benton is coming along, and then with Ariel Bajobi always getting hurt too. Um, it's just not the time to be trading away any defensive lineman due to the fact that we don't have depth in that position. Hopefully, Loudermilk can come on. I hope. I don't know. He wasn't very good last year, and I got bashed because I said Loudermilk wasn't as good. Some people took offense to that. I am sorry. It's just my opinion, and that's all it is, people. That's because I have a Steeler podcast, and these are my opinions only. You don't have to agree with them. But I do believe that the Steelers should not trade him. Now we see maybe he gets to mini camp, he gets to training camp in Latrobe. Maybe he can turn it around, not be so much injury prone as he was last year, and he can make this roster. So we shall see because the defensive lineman is very, very, very not stacked up the way it used to be. If we pick a defensive lineman up in the draft, will Lear be just a short-term memory? He's been with the Steelers. He's young. He's going to be 24 years old. He needs to get his act together and try to, make a difference on this team as they all do. But that is the rumors and speculation that Demarvin Lear could be trade bait to some other teams. And if we get something for him, do we get a sixth or seventh before maybe they cut their losses with him? Because if he can't cut the mustard in camp, because he just didn't do a lot last year. So we shall wait and see. I'm just giving you my opinion, like I said. And I just heard about it today, and I wanted to get it out there to you guys to see what you guys have to say. Please, drop your comments down below. Do we keep him or do we trade him? It's either yes or it's no. I'm going to say no due to the fact that we don't have a lot of depth at the defensive line. And I know us Steeler fans are getting ready for the draft, and I know we're finicky, and I know we had a great offseason of signing players and filling these voids. We just signed a defensive lineman this week, like I said, Dean Lowry. So, and he has a little bit of a pedigree, but we shall see. I'm going to say no, that the Steelers will not trade him. But like I said, write down your comments. Please hit like and subscribe to the Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, and we are live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So, like I said, yes or no. Put your comments down below. I'm going with no. So, you guys take care, and I'll see you around. It's going to be no trade.